Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental with a...
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
A first carry now. This is Williams. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a play fake, and it's gone. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. McGough and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. Complete. This is Mitchell. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Goff. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to the running game with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Flushed out right. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Throwing, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. The Giants at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now Jones sliding out of the pocket. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 2nd and 16, Jones eluding the pressure right, and that'll be incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield and turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
On 1st and 10, Jones forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's complete to Shepard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown, Giants! Kenny Galladay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants... away now from tying this ball game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. It's gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And the ball is knocked out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field. But, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Jones on 3rd down. He's got Slayton on the slant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Swift. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Third and 2, Goff. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Goff, a handoff here to Swift. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Goff. It's caught. Mitchell. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. Now Jones, a final shot before break. He finds his target, it's Schultz. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A tackle by Michael Brockers as he works his way through for a tackle for loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones being chipped, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Romeo Okwara shooting in there and dropping it for the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards, and that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is Swift on the counter. A second time.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep them from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Boy, they had it at the 1. The full start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Throw left side complete. That's right. Touchdown. Brock Wright, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Lions 28, Giants 10. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Jones on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones dancing to his left. That's caught again by Schultz. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeaux, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Williams, the man in motion left.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. Free football prior. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out to the right here to Shepard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones throwing deep for Galladay. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Jack Fox, the kickoff for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here this fourth quarter. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Jones. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Looking to throw. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It'll be a big loss on the play there. An absolute disaster, really.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
To try again after the sack. Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Throwing Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6.
Maverick!
From the gun, here's Goff. He finds his man, complete. That's Mitchell. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Goff going to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. A CD there on big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Schultz hauls in the quick throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Jones. This one is Slayton over the middle. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
At the 39-yard line.
2nd and 2. Back to throw. Jones. Once again, he finds Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw for both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Lions, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas.